What up, everybody? It's your boy Pyro Slays Music, and today we're checking out some War on Women. They dropped a new album, Time Under Tension. They dropped this on May 8th. 11 songs, 36 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm pretty stoked. I definitely like this band. Their song, Predator in Chief, has been on in my... It pops up probably every few months and ends up in a currently listening playlist. And I love the ferocity in that track. Some other ones I enjoyed from War on Women: Lone Wolves, Pro Life, and White Lies. But other than that, I've never listened to an entire album, so this will be a first. Might be a bad access point. I'm not really sure, but we'll find out, right? Precious Problems. Let's go. I kind of love how it got like vibey but heavy there at the end. Like that was honestly maybe my favorite aspect of the song right there. It has some nice intensity. The lyrics seem solid, but I want to look a little more into these and listen. I love lyrics as a writer. As an author, I absolutely love looking at lyrics of songs, especially when they have some nice depth. That being said, it takes me a little bit to break them down. So this isn't like I'm going to break these down in like some, I might catch some of the stuff, but typically it takes a few listens and a lot of pondering. I put up a wall to protect this house. You threw a grenade filled with booze in your mouth. It keeps spilling out. Fuck the good times. I want out. You're turning me into every ghost from your past. Now, no one could answer for that. Time to detach. I heard what you said. It's all a misdirect, held hostage by a talent to obsess. Look at me when I'm talking to you. You can't sit still. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Then it goes into the chorus. You don't want to solve the problem. You want to have the problem. Precious problem, precious problem. You don't want to solve the problem. You just want to have the problem. And it continues with the precious problem a few more times. You set up the board. You created the game. You decided the rules. And still, I'm to blame. I never wanted to play. And all this shit, it's a fucking gift. I'll never let anyone treat me the way you did. Even if I wish you get the peace you resist, even if you resist, you barely give me the time to breathe before the next emergency. And then it goes into the pre-chorus, which I don't think we've seen yet. So you tried to drink him away, your worst memories. It's not a scalpel. You drowned your whole fucking brain. Controlled the story to manipulate me, paranoid, only left with your original plan. And then it hits the chorus. So this one I feel is probably, if I'm taking a guess here, it kind of seems like it's taking a shot at probably an abusive father, maybe an alcoholic. Obviously, alcohol is the issue here, but yeah, like an abusive alcoholic relationship. I guess it doesn't really say who or where, as that's kind of left vague. But you get the gist of the story, and it's an old story, and it's always sad. It honestly breaks my heart. With people dealing with addiction is it's never easy, but when you take your yeah, you take that and put it into somebody else's plate, like in this, and it's never good. Song itself is really good. I like the lyrics here, personal. It feels a little personal, and even if not, it portrays the problem at hand and the anger at that problem. So I dig it. I'll put that into playlist. Spun Sugar.
Spun sugar, spun red, at the mouth, in your head, the doors in between, real life and the scene. Spun sugar, go snap, your vision goes black, in control, no more, wrapped up like before. Spun sugar attack, when you down, sticky slam back, heavy covered, going on. These spun webs aren't so fun. Spun sugar will break, because no all things bait. The webs wash away, downstream, down the drain. Spun sugar, when you down, sticky slam back, your pain. These spun webs are in vain. Spun sugar will break, because this place is fake. The webs wash away, melts and disappears. It's all the same.
Okay, I mean that one had some really nice intensity. This one really doesn't. I don't know. I didn't really do much for me. I didn't care for the lyrics nor the kind of delivery of them. So this one's not going to go on a playlist, but I will say it's not a bad song by any means. Just for my taste, it's probably kind of middle of the road. Messages unsent.
When do we let go? How are we supposed to know if something is still useful? And if I knew I had to leave, how would it change what I would say? In my head or to your face? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I should have kissed you even more all night and every fucking day. Don't let my death stand in your way. I wish you love and happiness, just that you'll be fine. So lucky to find each other. I just wish we had more time. I suddenly realized when he feels safest, I woke up heart beating, crying at 24 days next to an empty seat, delayed and waiting, and I never went back to sleep. Deciding to let it all go. How are we all supposed to know when something dead is still useful?
Damn. Okay, so first off, I absolutely love where they have the vocals at in this mix, and then on top of that, the lyrics are very heartfelt. Kind of explores that like uh let's go into this a little bit because I was a little confused on who was dying. At first, I felt like it was the person singing. You know what I mean? That they like died and they regret not having more time, and that's like the only thing in death that they regretted, right? But then it almost is more like it was like a dream, and when they awoke, the person that they love is gone. So let me run through the lyrics here real quick. When do we let go? How are we supposed to know if something is still useful? And if I knew I had to leave, how would I change what I would say? In my head or to your face? Then it goes into it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I should have kissed you even more all night and every fucking day. Don't let my death stand in your way. So that right there kind of feels like it's like a permission almost to move on a little bit. Like, you know, hey, do what you need to do. Don't use my death as baggage. Kind of that's the way that comes off to me a little bit. Then the chorus, I wish you love and happiness, trust that you'll be fine. So lucky to find each other. I just wish we had more time. Last night in my dream, I asked where you feel the safest. I woke up heart beating, crying in 24D next to an empty seat, delayed and waiting, and I never went back to sleep. So like right there, it's like they're waking up from a dream. But they're by themselves. Okay. Verse 3, deciding to let it all go. How are we all supposed to know when something dead is still useful? Once I had something to lose. That's when the fear set in of death and messages unsent. I do find that weird when I do think about death. It is not so much me passing on. It's more of like what I'm left behind, or if there are typically I don't have things that are left unsaid. I'm pretty I'm a blended individual, but you know I kind of get this gist right here where there's just maybe even like you didn't know what you wanted to say, but you should have said more. You know, regardless. I wish you love and happiness. Trust that you'll be fine. So lucky to find each other. That's the chorus. And I never went back to sleep. Okay, so regardless, this is very like I said, it's a heartfelt song lyrically. It has some ponderings about death. I really like this. I probably will need another listen or two just to let it sink in and break that down. Again, guys, not an expert, not smart enough to on first listen to break something down. Typically, sometimes I get it. Sometimes, but it feels more like a 40-60 situation, and that's probably being kind. More Than Muscle. Let's keep it going. Again, messages unsent going in a playlist. Okay. So I like the sound of this, but I don't like the repetition in all the lyrics here. Um, it might not be bad live, but for my preferences, it's not going to go in a playlist. I like the idea behind the lyrics here. It is more than muscle. It takes some brain strength as well, right? Which technically is also a muscle. So maybe we're talking about spirit. It can't be hard either because that's also, that's a muscle. So, but yeah, again, not a bad song. Just for me personally, not exactly my taste. Um, I'm very hit and miss about repetition, but when a short song has a lot of repetition, it typically bothers me. Let's go ahead and check out the next one, Serve.
I needed this. I needed this surrender. You don't wanna
Okay. This one is again a little repetitive and it is longer, but I really like the instrumental to this one. So I'm gonna give it a pass, and it's gonna go on a playlist. We'll see if it lives. You know what I mean? After a couple spins, gotta listen to it in the car too, kind of see how it's a vibe matches. Yeah, I don't know. I dig this one for sure. Put it in a playlist. Let's go on to Shapes, and this is the old halfway point. Yee! So far, so good. Okay. Love the sound of this one in general. Just really nice, and that guitar was sick. Love how her vocals are, just cruising over the instrumental here. Talking about the first leg of the album a little bit. I love that we have it's bouncing around. It's bringing some different sounds here and there, so it doesn't feel very samey. We have a little bit of punk rock. You have your hardcore punk a little bit. You have some Riot Girl in there. Like there's some nice mix of stuff. Some solid lyrics as well. I am curious about the lyrics here on this one. They kind of piqued my interest, so I'm gonna look at them real quick. I'm out of words. I just see shapes. I perceive centers off, resting within chaos. Bombs drop. Bomb drops. Nothing same. Real is dangerous again. Up close, it distorts. Covered up, all exposed. I'm out of words. I see the shapes, the shadow of I want to make. Shadows of what I want to make. Crossing lines in absent space, negative spaces. I focus, it escapes. Before I focus, it escapes. I'm out of words. I just see shapes. Thick, thin, solid, opaque. I just see shapes. On repeat, it decays, forcing me to back away. Is it what I meant to see? Let it change my chemistry. In my head, I rearrange a hazy uncertainty. I'm out of words. I see the shapes, the shadow of I want to make. Oh, they have power, they have meaning. Otherwise, we wouldn't need them. Shadows of what I want to make. Okay, so we hit the chorus again. Yeah, I don't know. I like this one. I don't exactly understand the meaning behind it, but I just like how all that flows together. Um, we'll see if on a couple more listens that one grow lyrically I can figure it out. But I definitely like what I'm hearing sound wise from it. So feels good. Let's keep it going.
It feels good to feel bad. Feels good to feel bad. 'Cause that's all I have. It feels good to feel bad. It feels good to feel bad. It feels good to feel bad. 'Cause that's all I have. It feels good to feel bad. You don't know what I'm dealing with. I can't bother with being alone with my thoughts. When I get the feeling and I get a little heated, I just push a little button and it goes. It's like science, math meets trash. Science, math meets trash. Science, math meets trash. Just put the hate straight in my heart. It feels good to feel bad. It feels good to feel bad. 'Cause that's all I have. It feels good to feel bad. Dittos and Merry Christmas. It's my feelings over facts. I'm all tuckered out and I'm ailing 'cause my problems are all caused by somebody else. It's all my feelings over facts. My feelings over facts. Science, math meets trash. Just put the hate straight in my heart. My brain's running slowly by the flicker of the TV. I just heard from my family, and they're happier without me.
All right, we got ourselves a nice little hardcore track here for sure, and lyrically, it's cooking. It's cooking. Basically, just kind of. I don't know if it's exactly. I don't want to say making fun of, but really spelling it out for the dummies who are down on their own luck and then they blame somebody else because for whatever reason, you know what I mean. First thing comes to mind because I just listened to what was it, Grail Guard, and there was a lot of talk about the I'm pretty sure it's Grail Guard. I might be wrong, but I believe it was Grail Guard's newest album, and there was some talk about like people blaming Muslim people for the UK going to shit or something. You know what I mean? And fuck, I could do in my own area. Like I'm deep in a red state. I live in a rural area. A lot of people blame minorities of all sorts and sizes over stupid shit that they really don't understand. It's just like I don't understand this, so I need something to blame. And that's where the propaganda that we're all forced to mentally deep throat kicks in. And a lot of times, especially around here, they're just suckling at the Fox News teat. And it is so sad to see some really good people that I knew just kind of, just, fall into that trap. Really, really sad, honest to God. And it's becoming a ongoing problem. And they're like, the best part is, like, I think this kind of uses their own motto against them. They're like, facts and not your feelings. But that's legitly, like, you can't. A lot of people I know that are religious that get defensive about stuff like that. You can't prove it. It's not factual, guys. You know what I mean? You can have that belief, and that's absolutely fine. But the second you're taking that belief and you're pouring it into, like, politics is a good example right now, as we're seeing that continuously happen. Oh, the poor little white people, and you're putting your religion towards that kind of shit. Nah, that's not. You clearly didn't read the fucking book. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this song that's kind of mimicking that in a little bit, and I really I like that. I think it is true. They use the old facts versus feelings thing, but realistically never look into see if what they believe is actually factual. Oh boy, the song itself is really good though too, and solid lyrics. Obviously, Malevolence is next. Let's keep it going. That's playlist, by the way. Feels good. It's definitely a playlist. Okay, interesting. So let's go through some of these lyrics here a little bit. Open carry all your toys, conceal you're so paranoid, you want us quiet, keep us divided, cosplay a man, you're a boy. Okay, going after people utilizing guns. I mean, I'm a gun owner, but I definitely get the dislike for guns. Um, I personally just like shooting targets. um, yeah, there's definitely those people that just act like they're gonna save the world with a gun. Um, see, I'm a little confused on that one a little bit. Like, I don't think we should. Obviously, violence is bad, but I don't like putting up with bullies either. And like the stuff recently, and with Minnesota, that just makes me sick to my stomach to see that kind of just happen, and they're getting off scot free, stuff like that. That's where for me it's like I don't know. They work at City Hall, they live inside us, and they're doing the right here with the malevolence and male violence. They live inside your walls. They're gonna fly the flag of baseball bats down on the mall. I don't get that line, to be totally honest with you. I don't get that line. They had it up to here with all these fucking queers because God's on their side after all. So going after, people, and a lot of these are being conservatives, bashing gay people for no other reason than being different. Um, it kind of goes back to the last song we just listened to. You can line it up with that. You know what I mean? Is it a choice to destroy all that shit you hide? A vest and camo like stolen valor. You're sleeping real good tonight. Then it kind of gets the chorus again. Then we go to the bridge. We say you prevent nothing. They say they need money. We say you conspire. They say we keep you safe. We say you're outnumbered. They say we're in control. We say you pulled the trigger. They say without us, without us, without us, you die. Interesting. So I guess there's one more verse here. Tear gas, free pass. Whose body's on the line? They want us quiet. You're depraved. A rot so deep. I just don't think it can be saved. Okay, so I feel like this song would have benefited a little bit from having a little bit more like concise, like what you're attacking a little bit, because it's like very scattered. Like, okay, we're hitting on the guns issue, Ralphie in the intro. Okay, cool. Is that what we're gonna kind of hit on? And then no, in the chorus, we're kind of going after men as well as, I mean, war on women. I get that, and uh, and we're going after men a little bit, kind of male violence, I guess, and then we're also going after homophobes, especially the ones that kind of typically are all lining up with the classic trope of rural hunter or whatever, right? Rural, I got my guns. So okay. Is it a choice to destroy all that shit you hide? A vest. I'm not really sure exactly what we're getting at on that one. All the shit you hide. Just, I guess, I don't really know on that one. And then at the end, you prevent nothing. You prevent nothing. That they say that they need the money. We say you conspire. They say we keep you safe. This one really feels like it's aimed at the government. Or maybe we keep you safe is like guys. Maybe this is a little bit more, probably, I guess the song is malevolence. So if we're kind of going with that, the we keep you safe, but also women have to not feel safe as they're walking down the street, and guys just walking next to them because of all the stories of women getting jumped and stuff. So maybe we're talking about that instead of a government, whereas I was taking this more as a government setup, if you will, like, because the you need us to keep you safe, et cetera, et cetera. And being punk, I kind of lined it up with that. But now looking at it, maybe we're talking about more so like stuff that women have to deal with a little bit. And then also kind of mocking that like mega chud stereotype, if you will, right? So maybe that's kind of what we're getting at here. Tear gas, free pass, whose body on the line? Because right there again, we're talking about women whose bodies on the line. That's like obviously people pushing to get rid of abortion or claiming they're pro-life, especially claiming they're pro-life, but they're still pro-war, which is again you just go back to their song pro-life, and there's really good breakdown on that issue. So I think maybe we're saying this is a little bit going after like men, especially shitty men that utilize excuses, a lot of excuses for shitty behavior, if you will. So I was a little confused. Like I said, I thought this was kind of partially going after men a little bit, but also like the government. And I'm like, well, and then at the end, the tear gas, free pass, whose body on the line. I was taking that as again thinking like Minnesota and stuff that's been happening. I was looking at more of like people out on the streets, and they're like, whose body's on the line? And I'm like, well, it's also guys. There's a lot of guys and women out there, and people of all different sorts of genders. So I was like taking it in that route, but I actually think this is more of a talking more along the lines again of douchebag men. So I'm understanding a little bit better now, but that one confused me a little bit for sure. We got there. We got there, I think. Let's see if we can find balance, I guess. I think I will put that in a playlist, so that did sound really good, even if I was a little confused on the message at first.
If I write it down, could I let it go? Set fire, set the intention, send all my fears to the air in a plume of smoke. Well, this is what I hope, but I don't really know. Stars, planets, dust, I'm not religious, but I believe, yeah, I believe in balance, 'cause the universe it always demands it. I believe, yeah, I believe in balance. Sitting in your car till everything get closed. I was stuck, but I didn't notice. You sat there smiling, pretending that you didn't know. This is what you say, but I see what you do. Deny, deflect, I guess power is its own excuse. I believe, yeah, I believe in balance, 'cause the universe it always demands it. I believe, yeah, I believe in balance. I believe, yeah, I believe in balance. No, nothing can exist without it. I believe, yeah, I believe in balance. It's hard to remember. It gets worse before it gets better. It's hard to remember. It gets worse before it gets better.
Okay, the song itself didn't sound bad, but this really feels like the writing a little bit needs to be fleshed out. I think this maybe not. Then again, obviously everybody has their own beliefs, but this felt like a very centrist message. Like, what are we talking about when we're talking about balance? Like, I want a little clarity on that. Like, what is balanced? Is this like the old good and evil balance? Is this the political balance? Is this? It almost felt more like they were talking about in the lyrics more like the historical ebbs and flows. Sometimes things get a lot worse before they get better. Some things continue to get worse for a long period of time before things pick back up and get better. That's kind of what I was getting from it, but also I felt like the messaging was a little like the balance message didn't exactly fit what we were talking about. But hold on, let's dive into it a little bit. If I write it down, could I let it go? Set fire and set the intention. Send all my fears to the air in a plume of smoke. Well, this is what I hope. But I don't really know. Stars, planets, dust. I'm not religious, but I believe in balance because the universe, it always demands it. Sitting in your car till everything had closed. I was stuck, but I didn't notice. You sat there smiling, pretending that you didn't know. This is what you say. But I see what you do. Deny, deflect. I guess power is its own excuse. I do like that line. I guess power is its own excuse because sometimes it does feel like that's what the people in power do. And it kind of hits the chorus again. It's hard to remember. It gets worse before it gets better. It's hard to remember. It gets worse before it gets better. Again, like that to me, that feels like we're talking more about the historical ebbs and flows more so than balance. Because if we're talking balance, what are you got to have kind of a metric that you're trying to balance on a spectrum. And I so far we haven't really seen. Yeah, then it goes back to chorus. So you really have no clue what we're talking about on balance. So if we're talking political balance, I used to believe that. I don't anymore, really, especially when you realize like one side's essentially just pushing their beliefs of freedom on other people in a racist, sexist, homophobic way, taking their rights, and at the same time proclaiming that America's all free. It's free for everybody except for you. You know what I mean? There's no balance there. And I don't really think you should meet in the middle with those kinds of people, to be totally frank. They kind of threaten what we're trying to do here. But also, I can't imagine that that's the message here. It's just so, there's not much there to kind of grab onto. And then like even the good and evil thing, I think that fits more with the ebbs and flows of evil people taking control and harming others and things getting really bad. And then slowly people kind of fight their way back to taking control. We try our best to get more civil and more accepting of each other. But I think it's more of a timeline thing and humanity fucking things up and trying to fix it and not repeat it again. But we somehow end up doing that over and over and over. So I guess I really want to know what balance we're talking about when we're talking about this. Yeah, I don't know. So this one's going to be a miss for me. Again, the lyrics here just kind of bother me. It's not that I have a problem with other people having centrist beliefs or anything. It's just me personally. I don't know if I garner that very much anymore. I try my best to empathize with other people and understand where everybody's coming from. And I know it's a big world, lots of beliefs. But yeah, I think we need to kind of break down a metric of what we're talking about when we're talking about balance. Let's go on and move on to the next one here. The movie the movie Fear, starring Reese Witherspoon. She was in Fear with Marky Mark. like the overall sound of this one a lot. I've never actually seen the movie Fear, but I believe that's the one with Marky Mark and Reese Witherspoon. I could be wrong though. I'm pretty sure I know the gist of it. I believe it's about an abusive boyfriend or something like that. And those movies always pissed me off, so I avoided that one. But it reminded me randomly of the movie Enough with J-Lo, and she fucking kicks that dude off the balcony. I watched that at like 10 years old and be like, yeah, that dude fucking gets everything he deserves, dude. Oh, there's one thing in life that really pisses me off, and it's people disrespecting women, especially like physically. The amount of, I'm not a fighter at all, but the amount of fists that I've thrown in my life, a good 70% of them were thrown at people at festivals, sexually assaulting somebody, or hitting a woman. And your boy don't fuck around with that. I'm like, I'll straight up go to jail over straight the fuck up. I don't even care. But yeah, that stuff very, very much bothers me. I don't know exactly if that's what the song is about, but it does sound good. I can't find the lyrics for this one. But regardless, that's all right. I dig it. It's going to go on a playlist. Hunger Stones. was Hunger Stones. And a nice little vibey track to end it. I like the lyrics here. I like the overall sound. I will say it's a bit long, but in the idea of the album, I love it. Maybe not so much for my casual playlist, if you will, but I don't think that's a song I would skip if I'm re-listening to this album as a whole, which I really do like listening to whole albums. So that happens quite often. I say let's dive into talking about this album a little bit here on first reaction to it. I really only came away with one kind of con, and to me, I think the lyrics need a little bit more concise direction on what we're pissed off about. I totally get it. It's actually almost relatable in a certain sense because there's so many damn frustrations that run through your head on a daily basis, like the of people just getting uh, you have people stripping away gay rights. You have people screwing over women. You've got racists. You got the government itself that we've built and is basically kind of feels just controlled by money, if you will. And slowly people are starting to understand that this isn't a good thing as we're continuously letting businesses control the kind of run of America, if you will. And so there's the greed aspect. You have us fucking at war with places we shouldn't even be, and so on and so forth. There's so many frustrations on the day to day. So it feels super relatable. But I feel as a listener, I would rather come away feeling like I learned something than just getting out some simple aggression at some mega chuds, if you will. You know what I mean? I definitely think they deserve the ire, but I want a little bit more of some depth into the problem, if you will. That's one of my favorite things about punk rock, and maybe again I've been a little spoiled getting into the genre via No Effects, Propaganda, Bad Religion, who they can be a little silly, but they can also tackle some hard, some nice depth lyrically that actually made me rethink things in my life. I feel like this is a little bit more of a kind of lashing out in anger, but I didn't feel like I came away learning something from it, if you will, which isn't problematic. Again, I guess I think it's just what you're in the mood for at the time, and I think. Yeah, honestly, that's really my only negative I think I have for the album as a whole. Otherwise, the sound they nailed from front to back. There's a nice change up of sounds that really keeps the album interesting as you're listening through it. It doesn't feel stale. It doesn't feel samey. The vocals are great, and they vary in like where they have them. Sometimes they're in the front, sometimes they're a little farther in the back. The instrumental was just really solid all the way through. I really dug that. I like how it went from like Riot Girl again to punk rock to some like more hardcore sounds, and then something really vibey. And I don't even know what you would call that last track. And I don't know too many punk songs that are over 5 minutes. But I love that addition as well. So it felt like they're playing with the music a little bit and getting comfortable. I know they've been around for a bit, but still, it had a nice feel throughout the listen. So I think if I'm picking favorite song, worst song, I'm gonna go with my worst song being Balance. Again, I just feel like that messaging is just really confused. I don't really know. I want a little more depth there lyrically to better understand what balance we're talking about. But I think my favorite song, there were some good ones. Man, Messages Unsent really hit me pretty good. Um, Yeah, let's go Messages Unsent as my favorite. The album as a whole, the rating. Again, I want to be crystal clear here because I know there's a lot of music internet reviewers who are like, hey, listen, I'm a critic. This is my opinion. This is how it goes. That's not the case for your boy. I'm here listening. I will tell you bluntly my opinions on my personal taste, but it doesn't reflect on the artist, if you will. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean you shouldn't. In fact, I like to hear that differential. If you didn't like this album, explain why in the comments. And if you did like the album, explain why in the comments. See how they can they differ from mine, because I think that is the fun of music discourse on the internet. And we've really kind of gotten to this like brain rot level of we can't even talk about music and have different opinions on it. It is ridiculous. People need to grow the fuck up. Just straight up. We all have different tastes and different opinions on music, and I think that is beautiful. I think that is a beautiful thing, and I think that should be celebrated. Now, let's get into the rating here. I'm going to go with a 6.5. This is a good album. I probably should have broke down my ratings beforehand. 5 is middle of the road, average, in my opinion, blah. 6 is good. I will return to this album. The closer you get to that, like lower 6s, the less of a chance I return to the album. But on first listen, 6.5. I can see this one growing on a few spins as well. I'm really happy with the overall sound of everything here. Shout out to War on Women. I'll definitely be, continue listening to them. They have taught me a lot as well, and I like that some of their points that they make in their songs kind of like open my eyes to certain things. I think pro-life was a really good example of that. Not that I was like not that I was pro-life. It was more so that I was confused about it. But again, I still think it doesn't really fucking matter to me on that opinion, obviously, as a dude. But I think you should have the right out either way. But I again, you come away from some of these songs like actually feeling like you learned something in punk. And I love that. Makes you look at the world a little differently, and I think that's something that people should approach punk more often for. I feel like a lot of people have this idea that punk's just like a circle jerk of like, oh, we're doing such a good job in society, like patting yourself on the back, where really it's more of a I'm not afraid to be honest and tear down the things that need to be tore down, and I love that about it. So very cool. I'll be back, guys. Support the band. They're on tour right now, Oklahoma City and Lawrence, so check them out there. That's coming up here in the beginning of July. Of course, if they have merch available and you got a little extra money laying around, please make sure you go buy some merch. But most importantly, add the songs to your playlist. And if you know someone that you think would like them or that enjoys music discovery, send it their way. See what they think as well. All right. I'm Pyro. And until next time, peace.